YouTube fam, it's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. Man, you know what? We're going to talk about finances, credit cards, bills, and other expenses, man. Things that you may put on credit cards, things that you may feel that other people may look down upon you for doing. Dude, your pockets, like I say, at the end of the day, are yours. Nobody else have the right to complain or to talk about what you do with the money that comes from out of your pocket, out of your wallet. That's nobody else's business but the people who have direct contact to your pockets. Some of us use credit because it's simpler. You know, credit, you know, a lot of us, if we're going to put some things on pre-order, we use our credit cards. We don't like using debit because with debit, that money is held. I used to do it with debit and that shit is held. And I'm like, okay, just take it out. Well, we just don't hold it and leave it in there, you know, and my money's being held for like 6 damn months. I'm like, what is going on? Just take the damn money, you know, like, this is what I'm getting at. But with credit, you just like, okay, it's over there, we doing this. When I pay off my credit cards, shit is what it is, man. You know, I build up points, and I use those points to do other things with. As far as credit, you know, when I talk about, you know, I need to pay off my credit, I got other shit on there too. I'm a whole grown-ass man. See, that's the thing people don't understand. You know, people talk about, well, you just, you know, you just use the money you got in your pocket. It don't work like that always. Sometimes you have those emergencies that are truly emergencies. And emergencies are not things like $20 damn. An emergency is what it is. And you got to look at shit like that. You know, sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do. This is the real world. This is what happens when you're grown. When you understand, when you talk finances with people, you know, when people put their stuff, as far as their toys, man, you know what? Then let them. What is the problem? Why do people get mad with that? Man, people out here living their best life or trying to live their best life. You only live once. Man, you dealing with all kind of shit. I'm not gonna pay bills my entire damn life. If I was like my parents and all of those, the baby boomers and the generation before them, well, not the generation before them, but the baby boomers. We don't use them as an example. Look at it like this. They worked their entire life. They rarely did anything good during, you know, while they're working, you know, through those 60-something years. Then when they retired, that's when most of them lived their life. You know, they would buy a nice car with their pension or, you know, finish paying off the house or whatever, go on a nice vacation. Dude, this generation now, Generation X and every other generation, people are living their lives now. There's no more pensions. That shit is froze for a lot of people. You get 401ks. This is what I'm talking about. You know, you can't live for tomorrow. You got to live for the day. You got to live for the day. A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes people don't have money in their pocket for groceries. What do you think they're paying? A lot of people ain't buying toys. People, some of them, putting groceries on their card. Some of them, shit, sometimes you got to put their car note on the card or their insurance or, you know, they have a medical emergency and they got to put that on the card. See, this is what we're not understanding. Then you get mad at somebody for putting $100 worth of toys on their card. No, I'm not mad at no damn body for putting anything on their card. Man, people out here working their ass off. They tired. They ain't got shit to show for it. And you getting mad because they just saying, look, man, I got to live. You know, I'm tired of this. You know, I was one of those people many years ago. No, let me stop. I wasn't. Dude, I was not one of those people. As far as I can remember, I was not one of those people. Person that will work till I'm blue in the face and not do anything for myself. Dude, as minute that I got my ass out there to be able to work, even before that, I was buying myself stuff. I was buying shoes, clothes, toys, video games. Dude, I was buying every damn thing as a grown, functioning teenager. Then as a whole grown-ass man, I was buying other stuff, man, that I can see myself doing. You know, having fun with. I was playing games with my friends. We were doing things. Man, we would buy like the same shoes, man. You know, we had a little clique. You know, we all wore the same shoes sometimes and the same hats. Dude, wasn't no gang or nothing. It was just us being silly. We were all nerds, man. Come on. You know, I was a big-ass nerd that nobody really messed with because I was gigantic, bro. You know, I'm going to say this to you. Let people live. You know, whether people spend their hard-earned money on whatever they want to, man, shit. I know people out there, man, that play the lottery every day. I play the lottery now. I play it like whenever we play whenever the Mega Million and the Powerball. So we play, what, $2 and $2, $4. Dude, I blow money quick. I blow money sometimes on things, man, you know, that you shouldn't blow money on. You know, and sometimes I give people money, you know, that may need it out there. So, you know, my thing is, bro, you know, we can't always be out here ready to bash somebody. We got to be able to be like, man, okay, man, I don't know what this person is going through. You know, when they see sales, you know, they losing their mind. They ain't been buying nothing. So they like, hey, I'm going to put this shit on my credit card and I'm going to ride like that, man. I haven't bought myself nothing. I know motherfuckers just telling me I ain't bought myself nothing in 6 months to a year, bro. I want to buy me something. I was talking to one of my coworkers today, man. He said I went out and bought me a couple of pair of shoes. I dipped into my savings, bought me a couple of pair of shoes, 3 pair of pants. He said my damn clothes was falling apart. He said the only thing I was doing was paying the bills and making sure stuff was up. You know, the upkeep on stuff was done, you know, saving money. He said, man, I was looking like a damn hobo. And, you know, shit, I understood, man. You know, I was like, yeah. You know, but you can't tell nobody nothing. That's some shit you got to understand. And like I said, you got to be careful how you address people. And you got to be careful how you situate yourself with people. You know, when people see you with stuff, you see me in here with these new-ass shoes, you want to come in with a new pair of shoes. I noticed I was wearing New Balance. Bro, nobody in the office had on a new pair of Balance, but this one cat. And he had like 3 or 4 pair. And they still do. He just multiply, you know, just wear them. I came in there. I had a different pair of shoes on every damn day of the week. 5 days in a week. 5 pair of shoes. I wore a different pair of shoes, different shirts. Man, you just had people looking. And see, that's the thing. People looked and was like, man, maybe those shoes comfortable. Maybe I should get a pair. Now, don't mind, you know, what I'm saying. All I see now is the black ones, you know, with the white, you know, new end on the side. Man, you know what? Or the silver ones. Dude, I see so many of the shoes and that's crazy. But see, it was something that I help influence, man. When people see you, they want to be a part of that. Whatever attention that you're getting, you know what? Look at it like this. People say it's FOMO when people buy stuff, you know, and don't want to miss out. No, it ain't always FOMO. Sometimes you just want to buy some shit. You like, man, I ain't bought myself nothing. And people like, well, you know, saving is the best thing. No, it's not. Bro, you drop dead today. Your money don't go to somebody that's gonna fuck all your money up. And one, go at it. I don't give a damn how good you raised your kids, how well adjusted they are, how mannerful they are. I don't give a damn. They get that money, they gonna blow the hell out of it. Why? Because they didn't have to work for it. Man, you ever notice when you leave, when the baby boomers were leaving their homes to Generation X, because, you know, they were going into retirement homes, they passed away, they left their kids their properties, right? You worked years to get this house. Tell me why Generation X was just fucking the houses up, selling them for like $10,000. You selling damn near $200,000 house for $10,000 because you don't know no better. And see, that's what I'm talking about. You done made this thing, you done bought this thing, and they just went on ahead and just sold it for nothing. It didn't need no upkeep or anything. All they had to do was sell it and get the money. They didn't do that. They sold it for nothing. They basically gave it away. This is why I say, man, you gotta live, bruh. I understand the mentality, you can't take it with you. You know I got stuff back here. And people say, oh, man, but you still collecting. Like I said, I slowed down. I didn't say I was quitting. Slowing down. You slow down, that means, again, if I'm going 80, and I'm like, damn, the street signs say 60. I start slowing down to 60. Yes, I done slowed down. If you was buying like 5 or 6 toys a month, and now you only buying 2, you done slowed down. But people don't see that. If you don't stop, that's, you know, that's like the only thing people understand. There's no middle ground with people. if, you know, you're not doing things exactly the way they want you to do, they're upset with you. Oh man, y'all funding y'all collections by using credit cards? Yeah, I pay my credit cards. I use my debit card too. I use cash too. But when I'm making bigger purchases, I use my credit card. Then I pay it off with cash. It's simple like that. Again, I get my points and I'm able to do other shit. You know, again, I hear so many people say, man, you're supposed to have a rainy day fund. So, okay, you got a rainy day fund. And you got to use the rainy day fund. Now you need more money because something else popped up. Man, you're supposed to have a secondary fund. Okay, you got a secondary fund. You spend that money on that. Man, you're supposed to have a third and fourth and fifth fund. Dude, where the hell are you getting this money from? Jobs are not paying like that. Not, you know, lower and middle tier workers, they're not paying them like that. So you're looking at it like, man, I don't know what people are getting these thought processes from. I don't know what's going on. Dude, if somebody spent their money the way they wanted to, I have nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, it's not my money. Their money don't affect me. Unless it's somebody close to me or somebody that I have ties to. Dude, however you choose to spend your money and whatever you choose to spend it on, it's up to you. See, that's the love of understanding what finances is. We're not financially tethered. We're not connected in finances, not at all. But yet instead, we don't understand that we can't let people have their own thing. You know, it should be okay that you have your own things and, you know, your own way of thinking about stuff. Man, I got my own way of thinking about everything. Me and my wife differ on the way we look at it. My whole thing is, you know, I got a couple of credit cards. And my thing is I pay the smaller ones off first. Then I pay the bigger ones off. And that's it. My wife, with her cards, she paid the bigger one off first, then the smaller one. And she said, why you do it the way you do? I said, because of gratification. Your mind works in processes, whereas if you pay off the smaller one, say for instance, you owe like $300 or something on a smaller card. You pay that off, there's a dopamine hit go off in your head like, man, you feeling euphoric. You like, man, I paid off a card. You know, man, okay, what's the next one? Next one, 500. You work on that, chip away at it. You done paid off 500. You feeling good. So say if your next credit card is like $1,000, you okay to chip away at it because you like, man, I already conquered 2. I'm about to do this one now. Because you built the momentum up. If you start chipping away at the $1,000 first, it ain't gonna look like you doing shit. But if you paid them other 2 off, it made it look like you did a hell of a lot. And you sitting there thinking to yourself like, man, okay, I'm doing it, man. You know, maybe I should write a book on this stuff, man. You know, because this is what I'm doing. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. Never consolidate your debt. Never make it where it's you paying one big lump sum where you put all your bills together and you pay one large sum. No. Debt consolidation is not good. I'm going to tell you something. You got to learn sometimes what works best for you. Me, I learned how not to buy stuff. You know, it takes a minute, man, because sometimes you may find some stuff that you want to buy. You've been like, man, I've been waiting on this. Dude, they finally got this Skylinks that I wanted, man. You know, the original one, the big one, man. They finally got it, man. I've been waiting on this figure for the longest time, man. They got it in stock. I'm going to buy it. Man, you got it. But again, long as you're working on ways that you know how to pay your stuff off, nobody can say anything, man. Never crack on your brothers. Just be happy for them, man. You know, however people fund their situations, man. Again, we don't have the same pockets. A lot of us don't make the same money. So you got to let people deal with their shit the way they are. If it's not affecting you, by no means. If you watch the video and it's not the way you want it and you say, y'all should know better, let people know what the hell they're doing. Let them have what it is that they should do. We're living our best life, man. Generations before us never got opportunity to really do shit. You know, I hear people tell me I haven't really went anywhere. I don't do anything. You know, I don't go anywhere. You got to go places. You got to live your life. Because when you dead, there's no more living. You got to live every day like it's your last. And that's what I do. I live every piece of that day. You know, everything I could get out of that day, that's what I do, man. I try to squeeze every damn thing in. My goal with YouTube is to have 100,000 subscribers. You know, that's my goal. Dude, you know, whether it's going to happen, that's a whole nother thing. But you know what? You keep pushing. You never stop yourself. You know what? Sometimes you got to put yourself up against somebody that you think is doing really good and be like, man, I want to touch that number. I want to see if I can catch this person. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not trying to break this person, disrespect this person, steal their audience. You're not trying to do any of that. You just got it in your head. I want to see if I can catch that person. And if you can, that's cool. If you can't, that's cool too. You know what? You got a goal in mind, and it's not hurting anybody. See, again, one thing about business is you got to understand it is business. One thing about bills, you got to understand they're bills. You got to understand expenses are expenses, and that's what happens. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.